We have an ear debut today. These are the new Coco ears. They have a lot of volume, I'm noticing. There's a lot going on up here. Anyways, we're up.
Commitment.
It's, what, almost 9. We have, trying something different today. So I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it, but there's a service called Standby Skipper that you pay $25. It's not got anything to do with Disney, but it's some kind of like computer third-party company
Compromise your credit card.
that books your lightning lanes for you. So I actually prioritize some. We're going to Epcot today, so hence the Coco ears. I prioritize some rides. I prioritize some rides that we want to do.
Right.
And so the skipper got us Remy at 9:05, which is right about now, I think. So we have an hour to get there. Plenty of time. Last night was super fun. Maybe we'll have a sit down and tell you all about it, but basically when we got home we were just so exhausted. Erica like wasn't actually feeling well a little bit, but she was fine. And yeah, also we got this as we were leaving. We got this parting gift here, and it's 2 really nice coasters. Erica's opened hers and put them in backwards so you can see the bottom. It's like a wooden coaster. So it's a pack of 2. So we're just about ready to go. Yeah?
Yeah, I feel like we talked about on the vlog how it went, no?
Not so sure.
I don't know.
I'll check back. I haven't.
We did 25,000 steps yesterday.
It said it was the equivalent of 25 kilometers. It was a lot. Erica said she feels like she got run over by a truck this morning.
Disney.
Okay, we're off. Bye-bye.
Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, but
That's where they keep their spare parts.
yeah. And then we have a runner going around Hourglass Lake. We already had our run this morning. So you won't see that on footage. There they are. Hi guys. All right, we're doing the 4-minute walk to the Skyliner, past the smokers. We never do the outfit of the day situation, but Nicole is wearing her
Real Housewives of Disney.
and I'm wearing my shirt that says reindeer are better than people.
I'm pretty sure you vlogged that before.
I know, and you can't just say reindeers are better than people, you have to sing reindeers. Wow, what is happening with this one curl?
I don't know. It looks like all the rest of them.
It's very... who cares?
I just said to Erica.
It's like you.
Just said to Erica, I think when people start asking me what they should do when they come to Disney, I'm just going to say don't. Because if we didn't have the experience and like the non-urgency that we currently have,
It's a lot.
it is a lot.
Especially when we were on the bus yesterday, we're like, why do we do this? And don't get us wrong, we do that every trip we come to.
Yeah.
And it's because we love this place.
Yeah, just don't love the bus. Never been a big fan of the bus,
No.
but there's certain places where it makes sense. You have to take the bus, pretty much. We could have taken an Uber last night. But
Last night, we had, I think we vlogged that we could take the Skyliner over, but
Yeah.
because the party was so late, Skyliner was not operating.
so we had to take the bus from Hollywood Studios, which we haven't done in
the
age.
pouring rain with
Yeah.
a bunch of people who just want to get the fuck home.
Yeah, it was a bit of an experience.
Situation.
We're finally at the Skyliner.
Skyliner.
Takes like 5 minutes walk.
And no lineup.
No, because
again,
we're late.
because, we don't know what we're doing. We missed early morning
At least
entry.
this time we're going to get past regular entry.
Yeah.
Because by the time we get there, it should be about 9:15. So,
I'm hungry. I need a coffee.
okay, well, we'll have to see when we can fit that into the agenda. We're in Epcot. We're heading straight over to France because we have our Remy Fast Pass. Lightning. I just said Fast Pass. Lightning Lane.
Yeah, remember, we don't know what we're doing.
We're going to do that first.
Oh, look, Bargemonious is so much smaller.
Yeah. Barges are a wee bit less. There is a nice little bit of a breeze. It's still warm, but it doesn't feel quite as bad. So we're heading over to France. We need to sort out when we're going to have some breakfast. Okay, so we just popped into the bakery. We had a little jambon croissant fromage, and it was delish. But the craziest thing just happened in there. We were standing at the bench thing, and we were eating our croissant, and all of a sudden we noticed like a cast member standing there with a stroller, and then he sort of starts asking random people around him, is this your baby? Is this your baby? And everyone's like, no, it's not my baby. So it turns out it was like an abandoned baby in a double stroller. No parents to be found. So we sat there, ate our croissant, and then we were like done, and we're like,
and then so there were these ladies who were standing beside us, and we were like, oh my god, like, did someone just like abandon there was nothing in the stroller.
No, there was like a baby carrier.
One baby carrier, no diaper bag, no nothing, just a baby in the middle of like the store.
Yeah, so then, and I think there was this other mom and a couple of kids that had like maybe noticed it first and called the cast member over. Then the baby started crying. It was a really little baby, like probably like three months. Yeah. So she got the baby out of the stroller and was like holding onto it. And so then like, we're busted now. I'm like, I got a lightning to get to, but I don't care. I want to see what happens with this baby. And then so he was explaining kind of like what the protocol is and how you basically stay in one spot for like 10-15 minutes or whatever and see if they come back. And apparently it probably happens, yeah, more than we think.
So
all of a sudden,
it was a double stroller. So there was a baby on the one side, and then like what seemed to be like a toddler potentially on the other side.
Yeah. So then all of a sudden this couple comes up, and then she's like, oh my god. But then she was like laughing kind of, and the guy's like, is this your baby? And he's like, yeah. And they're like, the husband's like,
but the girl actually picked up the baby. The family that found the baby.
Yeah, like, I said that already.
Oh, sorry.
So anyway, they're like, oh, he's like, is that your baby? And she's like, yeah. And then she's like yelling at her husband. She's like, I thought you had him. And she's like, I thought you had him. And I was like, oh, but they were like, she wasn't like
laughing. Like there wasn't a thank you. There wasn't a like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened. There wasn't like maybe she didn't realize it yet, and then she'd be in panic. But that baby sat there.
Yeah.
For like what seemed at least 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's awful. Anyway, we're making our way to the front because the standby skipper booked us mission space, and I also got a Guardians lighting lane that I paid for this morning, and we have until 10:50 to do basically both of them, so that could be interesting. Okay, we're sat in our favorite spot. Where's my glasses? Oh, they're right there. So we came over towards here.
You lost your body twice.
I know. I think I need to get them tightened. I look like a shiny egg. So we came over here. We decided that I would do Guardians and Erica would go on a Starbucks mission.
And what is the longest lineup wait time in Disney at all parks?
Starbucks. So I've got iced grande gingerbread oat milk chai latte.
I don't.
Erica's got a soy vanilla latte. So anyways, Guardians was amazing. I finally got Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I've been wanting to get that. And so while we're sat here, Erica has a little story to tell. Would you like to tell your story?
And I was like, that looks like someone I work with.
Could you hold the camera while you tell your story? I need a break.
I was like, that looks like someone I work with. And then I was like, not sure, because there's a lot of doppelgangers in the world. So I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Phil. And so then I was like, I walked over into the store that he was in.
But in Club Cool.
He was in Club Cool, but I wasn't like sure, so I was kind of like just checking out a t-shirt and buy him because I didn't want to be like, oh my god, Phil, and it wasn't him because that would be embarrassing. Anyways, and he turned around and he noticed me right away, and I was like, what the heck? How could you even? Like, such a small world. And it's his first time in Disney, so really exciting. So I wished him to have a magical day, and it was really fun. And so now we're gonna go and do Soarin', which means...
Tell them what you said about why you were in the store.
I'm not gonna leave that in.
Why? I think it's funny.
Well, because I didn't want him to think I was like creeping him, so I was like, yeah, I was in the store because my sister doesn't like the Coke store.
And I said, when she said that, I was like, that was unnecessary. I said, but to be fair, I just went on Guardians of the Galaxy, and the girl that sat down beside me, I was like, have you been on this before? And she's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, my sister doesn't like to go on this route, so I have to go on by myself.
So we're like both awkward people, and so, but now Phil, if you're watching this, I wasn't really creeping you. I was just making sure that it was actually you.
I'm sure he doesn't watch our videos. But also, because of all this Starbucks Guardians, we did miss the lightning lane for Mission Space, but I mean, we're not fussed about it regardless. But
oh, and also Nicole went on the Galaxies. We left each other, went on Galaxy, then came back, and I hadn't gotten the coffee yet.
Yeah, so the plan was for me to meet her at the exit after Guardians, and I got out and she wasn't there, and I was like, oh, she must still be
my arm
online in Starbucks, so I know it's hard. Here, I'll switch. So I figured she must be still online at Starbucks, so I came into Starbucks, and sure enough, she had her drink, but she was just waiting for mine.
This is a great story.
So then the standby skipper, since we did the Mission Space hour was up, it has now booked Soarin' for us, which I'm dying to do because it's Soarin' over California.
And I'll go on it and just close my eyes.
Yeah, so we could rebook Mission Space, but I'm thinking once we get over to the land, we're kind of just gonna head to the worlds and do a little bit more of like more sitting and margaritaing and things like that. But so far it's been really nice not to be like on my phone, like refreshing, trying to get, now it'll be really interesting because the only one we haven't said that we wanted that we haven't got yet is Frozen, and it's almost impossible to get. So if this gets Frozen for me at some point in time before we leave here today, it will definitely be worth it.
We'll probably get like a text, you have Frozen, and it's 7 o'clock at night.
Well, that could be, but I mean, then I just will pass, right? Okay, we're off to Soarin' when we're done our drinks.
I like my new ears.
Yeah, oh, my ears are off. Here, ears.
Going in the journey.
Welcome everyone. It's a self-guided tour. Once you head inside, go into the
Rain. I don't know how well you're gonna see this. It's quite the shot. Stream.
Alright, Avatar vibes, eh?
Yeah. This is spitting water. There's my favorite pig.
Cute.
In Moana right now, there's a bottleneck that we're not appreciating.
Very hot here.
Okay, we found out what the problem was. Is that everyone wants to see. Nicole said it was Moana, but there's a guy behind us that said graffiti or something. Pretty. Really pretty.
It looks like he's just opening her hand.
And that was the water.
Wow. Little jump pad for the kids. Oh, wow. That's fun. And what was your review of Moana?
It was wet. I wouldn't say it was particularly thrilling, but I'm sure it's good for
It was
kids.
busy.
Yeah.
It was neat. It was very Pandora vibes.
Yeah.
And now we're heading over to the land.
Soarin'.
We have some rain clouds coming. Hopefully they'll pass over. Coming out of Soarin'. What'd you think?
It was so good. It's Soarin' over California, not regular Soarin', but I think I said that.
I'm not a fan of Soarin' because the heights and the thing, even though I know it's a screen and I can do Flight of Passage no problem, but it was really good. Nicole helped because, thank you for being so helpful.
Oh, you're welcome.
Nicole would tell me, okay, going over a golf course and like things like that I was okay with. It's just like the bridges and stuff. But at the end, it was Disneyland instead of going up the Epcot and then fireworks, which was super cool. So, yay.
Have you never seen Sorrel in California?
Yeah, but like
Maybe like a long
years
time
ago.
Yeah.
So now the little magical maker guy got us
Frozen.
at 12:40. So we are heading back to Norway. I was saying it would really sticking together.
I'm trying to steer you this way.
We were saying that now we'd like to press the magical transport button to get us from here to Norway.
After Frozen, the sitting portion of the day is going to begin.
And not end.
Here's the Epcot tree. This is the one that last year they put up late because because the tropical storm was going to blow it over.
Storm Nicole.
That's right. There's a bit of a breeze now, lots of clouds. It's protecting us from the blazing sun. We're in Mexico, finally having a margarita. Erica went to get the food and I went to get the table, but she ordered her food wrong. Usually she gets nachos and cheese, and instead she's just got nachos and guacamole. Oh, a bird just stole a chip right off a lady's plate. Anyways, we're sat by the water. There's a nice breeze. Erica's convinced it's still gonna rain, but I'm not sure.
The sparkling waters of Hourglass Lake.
This is Nicole riding the Skyliner back from Epcot.
My back just feels so good to lie down on here. I can't even tell you.
You're illegally lying down on a bench.
Is there a rule that says you have to lie down? You can't lie down?
I don't know. Okay, we're coming in close
just
here.
a few moments.
We just got to the Grand Floridian. We're at our home away from home. It smells so good. It smells like the regular smell, but with gingerbread mixed in. We'll show you the gingerbread house. We're gonna walk over here. We took an Uber XL actually on the way here because it was only $2 more, and it was a lovely blacked out Tahoe. It felt kind of important getting dropped off, and I was like, remember when we stayed here? It was so nice. Everyone's up in the club lounge. We'll stay here again someday. Piano Man's playing. Some kind of like a queue over there or something. Here's the gingerbread house. It's actually made of gingerbread. And you can buy treats here.
We're all checked in at Citrico's. And we're just waiting for our table.
Oh, where are we? I know. We're gonna have a glass of wine and some yummy food. I love it in here. It's so pretty. Like, look at the couches. They're so pretty. I was just saying to Erica just before she spilled her water all down the front of her shirt that I love this. I love this glass. Like, I want to drink my water out of a fancy glass at home. It's heavy. It's so heavy, and it's like ribbed or something, but. So we ordered a few bits and bobs. This is the wild mushroom arancini. This is the truffle mac and cheese. I have to stir it, but look at the size of the piece of truffle on the top of it. Erica got a summer salad and also the arancini. Let's eat. It's 2:30 a.m. and I'll insert a clip here. How do you feel about getting woken up by a fire alarm at 2:30 in the morning?
I mean, it wasn't the first thing that I'd want to be waken up by, but then you're like, what do you do? Like, most of the alarms that I've ever had to deal with were all not real. So like everyone.
Well, not only that, usually there's like an intercom that's going like, this is not an emergency, just stay in your room.
But we got people who are like packed. I'm hoping that this is fake because I don't have a bra on.
I don't have a bra on either, or underwear. We just grabbed the passports and I grabbed my phone and that was it.
We can get home, but we don't have any bras on. I'll be wearing the Disney World sweater forever.
The fire alarm just went off in our building. We've never had that happen before.
No.
So everyone meandered down the stairs. I was like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm not interested in jumping from the 4th floor. Because everyone I think was like, do we leave? Do we not leave?
Well, the alarm was going off and then I kind of like opened the door and like kind of like hovered to see like what's happening or if I could see any flames. And there were a few people and I was like waiting for some like people to start going, not that we're followers, but like, is there somebody saying, oh, don't get out of your room?
We are an outdoor building, like.
Anyway, so we grabbed our passports and put some shoes on.
I grabbed my phone.
Grabbed our glasses.
Yeah.
And
went downstairs and everyone was just hovering around.
There was no communication. It was very poorly organized. Which I'm sure people will be complaining about because like I need like cast members, I need people to tell us what's happening.
Like there was a cast member there and she finally like gave the all clear.
Who spoke no English and or very little English and was over to the right hand side when there's crowds. It was only one our building, but like there's what 3,000 people in this building or 2,000 people per building.
I don't know. Anyways. It's very warm out even at 2:30 in the morning.
It's a little misty.
Yeah. But so anyway, we're going back to bed now.
Bye.
Bye.